Welcome back to the Sutter Podcast. I got Mark to my left, Quinn to my right, kind of in front of me. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
How are you? Because you kind of staring into the distance as you say that.
I don't know, I'm not supposed to stare at one of you when I say it.
He's not okay.
He's not
It's
just
okay, Mark.
he's not gonna stare at me because I did something to him. I don't know yet though.
What? You have your days, Quinn. Either you piss Victor off for the day or you piss
What the fuck did I do to you though? Literally shit.
This is your problem. You know what you did.
I'm so lost.
I'm glad I'm out of it this time.
You never ask me how I'm feeling. Just worry about yourself. You never ask me how I'm feeling. And you know what? It's okay.
How are you feeling today, Mark?
It's too late for that.
Yo, I'm genuinely concerned. Like, what did I do?
You know what you did, Quinn. He told me.
Okay.
Oh, like whispered it to me. Like, I know you didn't. Yeah. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Are you good?
No.
No, it's too late for that, Quinn.
No.
Like, now Vic's mad at me. Fuck.
No, I mean, I'm alright. I'm stressed out, but just because there's a lot of shit going on. But I'm chilling overall. Can't
School
complain.
or?
Everything. There's like a lot of different shit. But, yeah. A lot of shit happened this week, though. I literally sent y'all that article just to, like, I don't know if you guys see it, the article that you were looking at when I saw you outside, just so we could talk about it, kind of, because I didn't know what it was. But it was like some girl. Was she from here? Did you see it?
Florida.
Was she? She looked
Yeah,
foreign.
and she
like
was
some weird European chick that just came over here, but.
So if I read it right, she is from Florida, and then she took like a bus or some ish
In South Carolina, was it?
to to Ohio. Hold on, I'll tell you.
I think I'm pretty sure she went to the city where Columbine happened.
From Miami to Colorado. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
So where's Colorado?
Colorado's all the way
West
in
Coast.
Cali, really. Kind of.
We're not in Cali.
Well, no, it's not in Cali. It's
In the
near.
West
It's
Coast.
near. Yeah. I thought he wanted more of a specific, like where it kind of was near.
And Columbine happened in Columbus, Ohio, right?
I don't know. Check. I know Colorado was where they had the Pearl.
I just don't want to search it, and the FBI knocks on my door like, "Why are you searching on Columbine?"
Was it the movie theater? The Pearl movie theater? Was it over there?
Which way?
The shooting for Batman.
Yeah, it was in Colorado.
No, I'm saying I think it was like the Pearl Theater or something like that.
Maybe. All I know is that there's a Pearl Theater here. So.
Yeah.
So, that one's just ratchet.
Oh,
What?
it's in Colorado.
Columbine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, look up the movie theater one, please, so I can like not freak out.
Can y'all search it up?
All right.
Yo, FBI gonna be like, this boy looking at mass shootings. What's his deal?
They're gonna come over here. They're gonna
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got him.
that
They're just gonna
door.
look at both of us and then just stare at Quentin. Just take him.
Cause I'm telling you, that shit going.
Was it Arkham Knight?
Yeah, it was Batman. Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight.
Cause no, it was Dark Knight Rises. Cause I remember he said that somebody said that he was mad because the Joker wasn't in the third one. So I remember that. Yeah.
And he came up dressed Aurora, Colorado.
That was in Colorado too.
Yeah, that's the name of the city.
That's
Aurora,
where it
Colorado.
happened.
Like Columbine. I didn't know Columbine was an actual place in Colorado, so don't come at me.
Well, Columbine was a high school.
Well, yeah.
But the name of the city is Columbine.
Yeah,
as well.
it's Columbine as well. That's why people are like, dickhead. Well, first of all, I'm not from Colorado, so you can't expect me to know. That's just like how when I tell people, I'm like, yeah, we're Guitar Behind the Walls, and they're like, Eastern State Penitentiary. Down on Fairmount. Philadelphia. Oh, okay. Cool, man, cool. I'm like, yeah,
What's that?
I just assume everyone knows what Eastern State Penitentiary is. I'm like,
It honestly shows.
I was just doing the project, like I said before we came over here, and like one of the bulls, I guess he wasn't from around here. Like we've been doing this project all semester. We just met like today, but we was talking about, he's talking about a concert, and you know the TLA, like Theater of Living Arts. He was like, yeah, he was like, it's some venue in Center City, and then he was like, you mean South Philly? He was like, it might have been South Philly. I think it was Center City, and he was like, there's no venues in Center. It might have been South Street. I don't know.
well, they did just add, I believe, one in around Center City because
The Mets on Broad and Gerard, like a couple feet from my.
Yeah,
staying
there you
there.
go.
So it's not really, that's still not even Center City. But
Well, I mean, I thought it was. I looked it up, but my one friend, me and her, are gonna go to the Josh Bellion concert. It's gonna be at the Met, and I was like, "What the fuck is the Met?" And she's like,
"We're literally a block away from the CVS on Broad and Girard."
Yeah, and she's like, "They just built it."
Yeah, they were working on it since last year, and then they finally put the sign up, and it's like a flashing light, just says the Met. And I'm pretty sure, and when Meek did 2 nights in Philly for his tour, he did 1 night in the Met. And I think one of our friends went there, but I'm not gonna put names.
What did you do the other one, Electric Factory?
No, he's Meek in the Electric Factory.
Yeah, I
I thought you went there before. Probably the Black Eyed Peas. It's like, no,
I don't think you realize how small. The Black Eyed Peas definitely not. The Electric Factory is small as hell.
Yeah.
The Electric,
I never really saw Electric Factory.
The Electric Factory is like the Fillmore.
Oh.
You're not putting Meek in there. Like, that drum's way too small.
Big Sean's at the Fillmore?
Yeah, but like he just don't get as much love. I don't, in Philly.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not,
Meek in Philly can fill out the link.
Yeah,
that is true.
Meek in Philly.
That's true.
Like if you were to do Big Sean in like Detroit,
then obviously like he's gonna be at what's the joint that Brandon work at? Is the Little Caesars Arena now? It used to be the Palace.
I think so.
It used to be the Palace.
Caesar's Palace?
No. Well, that kind of makes sense why they pick Little Caesars, but
I think that's it.
That's so funny, Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah, he used to work in the Palace, which is where the Pistons play, but then they closed it out. And
I'm kind of glad like a bank owns our arena, because I would hate to go somewhere called like the Deaton Watson Arena.
Yeah, there's some places that have, like there's like if you ever play like 2K, you start to realize they have the names of them on the court, and you're kind of like, yo, that kind of sucks.
Right.
Like some of them are kind of cool, like Quicken Loans.
Oh my god. So I was listening to Chris D'Elia's podcast. First of all, I thought Chris D'Elia's podcast was like already good enough and like out there. But apparently Chris D'Elia, he's like, oh, when this thing blows up, and I'm like, it's not blown up, because I swear, like, everyone listens to this. But
maybe he's making himself
to him, because he's working on TV and film. To him, it's not blown up.
Yeah. Well,
his what he's at now is for us is probably blowing up.
Well, I will say this, like, I can see why he thinks like not a lot of people bangs with him, because like the shit he talks about is like he's so real. He definitely would be the type to get canceled. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people probably be like, oh, I don't fuck Chris D'Elia. He doesn't support sex workers. It's like, yeah, but he's funny. It's like, come on. Like, I can only cancel so much. Like, and I'm not gonna cancel someone just because like they hurt your feelings. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta.
Like, because they said something you don't agree with, or they're
offensive. Right. Like,
it's okay to disagree.
It's like if I'd be like, yo, cancel Vic. Like, we joked about it before, but if I was seriously like on Twitter, like, yo, cancel Vic. He likes yams. What the fuck?
He did an Asian accent for 2.5 seconds.
Right. So like, scam likely.
Now that I think about it, I just thought of this now after we were talking about accents. I remember like I'm pretty sure like way when we really early started, I did an Indian accent for a long ass time. Like on one bit, and like I
think I remember that.
So like, cause he was really laughing at it. So now
we always did like
I'm gonna
accidents.
Yeah, I feel like
someone's gonna bring it up.
Yeah, we're gonna end up apologizing for some shit we don't even remember.
Yeah.
But then again, we were like 16, 17. So.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, cause like now that for draft prospects in sports, they'd be like, yeah, when he was 13, he's tweeted out the N-word from a lyric in a song.
When he was a baby, he said. When he was a baby, he said, he was trying to say fire truck, he actually said fuck. So
that kid gets drafted.
Cancel.
I don't know if I retweeted it. There was a video, you know who Billie Eilish is, like the girl who sings? She, there's a Vine, and I remember the Vine when I saw it, like it's one of those like neat, like very small ones, like oh shit, I remember seeing that back in the day. And it's one of like her looking at Justin Bieber's music video, and she like fake faints, so like she likes him a lot. And then everybody, like somebody retweeted this, and I'm like, oh my god, is this Billie Eilish? It really is her. Like years ago before she was famous. Oh, that's kind of.
She just met him too.
Yeah, at Coachella.
Did you see the video of her forgetting her lyrics to the song?
No, I didn't see.
She's like, what the fuck is the words though?
It's because her brother writes a lot of the songs. That,
yeah.
Like, he performs with her, but he writes a lot of the songs.
A lot of people seem to forget like a lot of artists nowadays don't write their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's co-writers all the time.
Yeah, a lot of ghostwriters and all that. Like people, I was also like surprised when people found out Drake didn't write some of his stuff. They're like, ghostwriting? What is that?
It's like Kanye had a ghostwriter, and then also Beyonce didn't write Halo. Neo did and sold it to her. There's a lot of major songs that she sings that aren't even hers.
It's just like you think about it, it's like somebody that produces that many songs, like you can't think that they possibly think of every single thing. Somebody else has
Sometimes
to.
people need help.
No,
I mean,
I wouldn't. Like, if I was in that position, I would not probably take that just because, like, I'll take too much. I wouldn't want that. Like, production's different because I don't play an instrument, but, like, if I'm a rapper and literally
you
the
should
whole
be able to
thing-
write your own bars.
if I don't have them, then I'm not going to write the song.
Right.
Like, don't, like, whatever.
Because when you, like, especially if, like, you're someone like me, your music has to be a representation of you or what you live. You can't have some dude writing for you being like, his words are like, with a Glock in a semi, blizzy blizzy, and it's like, you never had a semi or a Glock, so you can't rap that.
Like, you don't know that.
Like, that's the only position where, like, it's okay or, like, seen as okay to do that because you don't have a producer saying another person produced my beat and I put my name on it. Yeah, like, so if you're a musician, you're not gonna say somebody else played the instrument for me. Like, that's what you do. That's your thing. So do your thing.
I play the cello, but I have my
ghost player.
My ghost player comes
Like, that don't
in
make sense.
sometimes.
Like, so if you don't have,
You go behind him in a concert, like in a behind the curtain, like, or like this is cellos, like
if you don't got the lyrics, don't write the song. Like, if I was in that position, I would not do that. Like, if I don't have it, all right, then I guess I'm not famous anymore. Like, I'm not gonna. I'd rather, if I'm gonna bust my ass to, like, get to that point and I don't have it anymore, whatever. I'd rather. I'd be more ashamed of having somebody else, like, write my stuff and me taking credit for it.
True.
Because, like, people, even if you give credits, because if you go on Apple Music, you go to lyrics, you scroll at the bottom,
Yeah,
written
you
by,
see who.
but nobody's gonna think about that. Like, nobody, like, they'll just assume the person that's like attached to the artist is the person who wrote it.
You
Right.
do. I mean, I don't really think about it, but like when I look up the lyrics and then I get to the end, I'm like, I know it says who's written by this. So I'm like, let me see who actually wrote this. Sometimes it'd be like 4 people, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, if you go on Apple
Jesus.
Music, it lists all of
I'm
that.
like, Jesus Christ, 4 of y'all? It took 4 of y'all to write this 2 minutes
This
song?
is X by J Balvin and Nicki Jam. Right. Yeah, I'm we try to set the right people. Written by J Balvin, Jonathan Bryan Theo, Juan Diego Medina Velez, Nick Rivera Caminero, Rashid Mohammed Sadiq Balo, Sharif Mohammed Rajmat Balo.
But another thing that I learned though is that, like, you don't even have, like, even if even if you wrote the song entirely and it's you, even if somebody, like, edits it, or, like, if you have a sample or anything at all,
It goes
as written by, even if you didn't write a single lyric.
Right.
So there's, like, a technicality thing. Like, also, what's another song? What's the song with it's Bryson Tiller, DJ Khaled,
Rihanna.
the Carlos Santana. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the name,
Something
but
like that.
yeah. Wild Thoughts.
Wild Thoughts, yeah.
But Rihanna didn't write her verse. It was actually, I think it was Party Next Door. Either Party Next Door or Ty Dolla $ign wrote it. And, like, people gave her shit for it, but he tweeted out, he's like, yeah, like, I wrote it, but only Rihanna could sing that song to make it sound good.
Yeah, Bryson Tiller, Carlos Santana, so, because Carlos Santana made the song.
See, they gave him credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
David
like a
McRae,
weird
High
technicality
Moore,
thing.
Aaron Braithwaite, Jerry Duplass, Khaled. I don't know why I had Khaled is twice. Wyclef John and Robin Fenty.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like-
was that Rihanna?
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like, Fenty sounds so familiar. Like,
But yeah, like, you can even get put on it, like, written by as a technicality, so it's like,
right.
not, if you see that, it's not necessarily somebody wrote such and such. But yeah,
But
I just wouldn't, I think that's just weird. I don't like that.
yeah.
I would never want, like, I would never be on here and be like, yeah, have somebody else write our jokes. I would not want to do it.
Well, that's how a lot of like, it's totally different. But like, I can see, you knew I was going with it, like sitcoms or something.
Yeah. But that's like
SNL.
actors.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have like a groom of writers where they collaboratively work.
Right.
But say if like we just came here and somebody was like, here, read this. I
Right.
would hate that so much.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things why, like,
Unless I was
going
acting.
to YouTube, if we're talking about, like, Smosh, that's why Smosh fell off. They ended up being bought by a big corporation, try to make it Smosh, like,
TV.
.co
yeah.
or whatever, and ended up, like, falling off. That's why Anthony left. He's like, dude, it's not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
And so, like, Ian's still doing it, but, like, it's not the same. You got people writing all your shit. You guys are funny being by yourselves. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, if someone tried to come by us, I would definitely be like,
Nah.
no matter what you offer me, bro, I'm good.
Only way I would like.
Because then you control me, and I don't want that.
It would just have to be like kind of discussed because like I just would want complete creative control at least. Like if they want to like put us out there on their platform or something, or like advertise us or like I don't know what, or like collaborate at least. Like I wouldn't want to just sell ourselves off for nothing.
Well, that's the thing. Like, no matter what, you would still have to be under some type of rules. Like they'll probably be like, well, you guys want creative control, you can't curse. You guys want this, you can't do.
That's a part of the creative.
Like,
yeah, I would just be like, nah.
Like, yeah, but
like, y'all want to collaborate on one video or something, cool. But like, y'all not about to tell us what to do.
Because once Smosh got bought out, and then they started adding people to it, I was like,
who are you people?
What was the bull? What was the bull that did YouTube that he like kind of like just quit with it just because like they were telling him how like they basically owned like 70% of like his work. Something Johnson.
Ray Johnson. When he did Equals 3, dude, he ended up like switching people out. He's like, oh, if you want to host this, I'm done with it. He tried to say like it was because he doesn't like being stuck in one place. I can understand that too because I don't like being stuck in one place unless I really, really love it. Like, you know what I mean? Like this shit. Like, I never really been 2.5 years into something without being like, I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have 10 years left in me with this. Okay. Or something. What?
Just gotta make sure. Once you come out of
I make sure about you, motherfucker.
And he goes and he's just like, yeah, guys, I'm not coming. We're like, wait, what? Why? Just not coming.
But, like, I can understand it because, like, you know, when I was doing drama, I was like, yeah, I love drama. Drama was always where I started at, but like...
Why I thought you were about to say something else. When you were doing... I thought you were going to say drugs. I was doing drugs. I was like,
when I was talking about PCP...
This got deep.
I didn't even... Did you know about this?
I was like, yo, alright.
You guys never... When I couldn't get to the podcast, I was in the alley just But, so when I did drama for 2 years, I was like... Alright, I've had my experience, but like I'm ready for something new. That's why I was like, I went to film because I'm like, you know what I mean? Again, I could still get a lot of experience from it, but like
it's only one alley from like what you want to do.
And not only that, but like
road compared to
there was like a lot more to behind it. Like we were getting told like if not a lot of people join next year, we're gonna learn the same. Cause that's what happened this second year. It was like. Not enough people joined, so I ended up learning the same shit I learned the year before. And I'm like, all right, well, there's no point for me to be here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a third-year drama student learning first-year shit. Yeah. I've learned it already.
And then you're just basically there to help people.
Right, so I'm just there as a vet to be like, watch over you and be like you're good.
Babysitting
unpaid teacher.
Yeah, basically, I'm an unpaid assistant. Like, what, bro? So that's why I was like, I'm going to film, man.
Doesn't come to class. Where are you? You need me. Alright?
You need me. I don't need you.
You can't get mad at me for this. This is my decision.
But so yeah, like you know what I mean. So he was like, I'm tired of it. I want to do bigger and better things. So after he was done with Equals 3, he did do a little bit of writing and directing. Because I remember I watched his little short film he had on YouTube, which is pretty good. And like. So I think he's still doing that, but something I wish he really stuck with was Not Your Favorite Martian. And I don't know if you guys know, he was like in that little band. Dude, he made some bangers. Like I used to listen to that shit every day, but he stopped that. And then, but yeah, Equals 3 used to make me crack up. I used to remember going over Ricky's house, and we used to just hang out and watch Equals 3 for like hours. But.
I think Andy introduced me to him. And then from there, like literally every day, he would just be showing me them. What was really good was like how short it was. It was just almost like a news segment, but just gave you a bunch of hilarious stuff at the same time.
Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, Ray William Johnson, like, he did do that for a lot of years, though, but that shit was better with a minute.
He was good at it.
He even had Gabriel Iglesias come on and host it one day. That's how big it was. Like, it's crazy. Good times back in those days.
Yeah. Like, that was the whole thing I heard. There was like a lot of, like, whatever company he was with, like, they just own the majority of his content, which is basically the same thing with music, where, like, a lot of times, like, they don't own their music, or, like, they only get, like, 10% of the royalties. Like, I think it was, like, I heard, it was, like, Lil Uzi only gets 12% or 10% of, like, the revenue that his music, like, generates.
That's so fucking crazy. Well, that's what we were talking about, the local Philly rapper that just signed with somebody. We were talking about that. Me and Vic, we were like...
a couple months ago. I was like, he most likely just
signed with the first person that came to him.
He saw the dollar sign and just...
sold out.
Which I told him, I was like, I understand, like, depending on what your goal is, because you got a family.
Yeah, especially that, like, if this was something that you, like, dreamed for, and you have your opportunity right there. I mean, you don't know. Like, that could have been his only opportunity for, like, the next, like, 4 years. He doesn't want to wait, so might as well take that opportunity.
Yeah.
Some people wait out, some people don't. Some people stay independent. But, like, if you have a family and you feel like that paycheck could change your life and you just want to, whatever, that's what a lot of people do. Because you seen the shit with, like, Blueface. Blueface is signed to, like, 4 different labels. Like, he was, you didn't see that? He was on air with, I forgot what the show was.
So he's not making any money then?
No, I mean, he's making money. It's just, I don't know how good his contracts are, but I know he was basically saying, like, he's like, so what's his name? It's a Hispanic bull. Whatever, it's not important. But he was talking to him, and he was just like, yeah. So you got the one deal. He was basically saying like, he did some research, obviously, because that's like his job. He's like, yes, and you had this label under this song and this label under this another video and all this stuff. He's like, who are you signed to? And he's like, I got one deal with this person, this, and he was trying to say, and like as Blueface was talking, so he was like, so you got 4 deals?
I think I did see that.
And he was just like,
was that on the Breakfast Club or is that one of the other ones?
It's one of the other ones.
Is it Herbo?
No, it's not Herbo.
Big Boy?
It's Hispanic bull. No, not Big Boy. It's not. It's a Hispanic bull. It's like, let me look it up. Just keep talking.
Just keep conversating.
No, I know, I didn't hear that about Blueface. But Lil Uzi's apparently getting something worked out where he's about to own his shit. But we were talking, who was it? Was it me, you, and Manny?
Yeah, we were talking
about Frank Ocean. That he basically gave him like a trash album.
Oh yeah, he finessed the shit out this.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that's smart as shit. Like, because
it was the Breakfast Club, my fault. So
if you got like a big ass fan base, do what Frank Ocean did. You know what I'm saying? Like, give them like bullshit material. Just be on the fucking track. Like, but
no, but like Endless is still good. It's just like really faded and not complete album. It's just you could when you hear it's just a lot of unfinished songs. But like it was legit material. It was what he did was basically it was enough to like for them to take it like all right, this is an album.
This is basically
like
this could work.
He like just to play it off, and then he released Blonde.
And then he dropped them, and then he released it. And
like the next day, man, he said
they dropped. It was the end of his contract.
Yeah,
right.
And basically, he got all his earnings.
He gave him an unsellable album, and then just, which is why I wanted the. I mean, I would have it on my Apple Music now. I separated it. Like I wanted like a CD or something like that, because at the time you only could listen to it if you watched the video. But I got it on my phone now.
That's what Manny had his boy hook him up and try to. When I tried, he actually got it.
There's links out there. Yeah, give them to you. I did it for a lot of them, and a lot of Tyler Creator's songs too that aren't released. I put on my phone. But yeah, it's that same idea. But like, it was Breakfast Club. You were right. But it's the Bull's last name is like Cruz or something like that. Something Cruz.
Something Cruz.
I don't know if you guys ever seen Coco yet, but I was just thinking Oscar De La Cruz.
I saw it.
Was it Oscar De La Cruz or what was his name?
Something like that.
Yeah. Ernesto De La Cruz. There you go.
I gotta pull up this Bull face just because I can. But yeah, but like, where people just see the money. Like obviously he blew up. Like it was like nobody knew who he was, and then like all of a sudden everybody knew who he was.
Blueface.
Yes.
Blueface.
The only video I ever saw of this Bull was when he about to get disrespectful in this bed. Alright. He about to get disrespectful.
His voice is so annoying to me. Like did you see him at the BET Awards or something like that? It was just like so cringy because like. It was,
they be letting anybody become famous, dog. I'm telling you.
Bro, if you can project a catchy self, like, image for yourself, that's it. That's all you
was it G Herbo or Lil Baby when it was like, this boy don't give a fuck if he offbeat or not. He just rap. And it'd be like,
well, there's G Herbo and then people say Blueface not on beat either.
Yo, but it was this shit was so funny. The boy was really
outside.
Yeah, he was like on a truck.
On a car,
and he was, the tempo was like, do, he like, bars, blues, ba, like, yo, it was like whoa.
Yeah, he was slow, the beat was faster.
And people be like the biggest fans of him, and it's just like, what's the point of it? Like, might as well just freestyle with no beat or something, or like just be in a cipher.
I'm just trying to compare it to something in real life. It's almost like, if you were to like, I don't know.
Imagine like you at a party, and it's slow music, and you just fucking going hard.
That's basically what it is.
It just looks uncomfortable.
It's just like you're reading. You're just like skipping lines. It's like you're not gonna understand anything basically at that point. Like it's just weird. Like,
like yo, Crystal Lee have me crack the fuck up, bro. Because when it's something you don't agree, like why? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, he does that shit, makes you crack the fuck up because I'm like, yo, that's some shit. So going back to him and the whole arena thing and fucked up names, he was talking shit about this place he performed at in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so like he tweeted after he performed, he's like, holy shit, New Albuquerque, you guys fucking like, you make Jacksonville look like a paradise. And the people, these news people like fucking put him up and were like, oh, well, Chris Lee was here recently this past weekend and had a few bad things to say about New Albuquerque. And they made it like this big thing, and he's like, what the fuck? he's like, why am I so important? And then
because it's Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's why it's so important.
But like
they basically him coming to Albuquerque, New Mexico was like Chris Rock pulling up.
You're right. Because like the one other big thing they had there was having fucking Breaking Bad shot there, which he talked about today because he talked about them on the podcast last week. I guess they found out somebody sent it to them, so they talked about him again. And he's like, all right. He talked about him today, yesterday. So I was listening to it and I was cracking up because I was like, as I was driving to listen to the last podcast, I was like, they're going to watch this and they're going to talk about him again. Sure enough. He's like, so they brought me up again today, and I was like, fucking knew it.
You're trying to talk about Albuquerque so he gets some type of...
I know, because, yo, Albuquerque fucking sucks. Major cock!
You just ruined us 5 years from now, son. We're never going on tour to Albuquerque.
We're not on that side of the table.
We're never going to Albuquerque on tour.
But, so going back to that podcast episode, he's like, maybe... you guys should change the name of your fucking arena because it's called the Chemo. He's like, it's named after a cancer. He's like, change it.
You're not gonna get name called out again.
Yeah, it was just, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so funny. He's like, you guys fucking naming it fucking cancer, and he's like, you're coming at me. He's like, maybe change your fucking name. Start there. But yeah, so
speaking of podcasts, the basement yard. Stop stealing our shit. Even though we take y'all shit.
Yeah, we take y'all shit. And then y'all come over here and take our shit.
We be giving y'all shout
Somebody
outs.
sent it to them.
We be giving y'all shout outs though.
Right,
So
y'all don't shout us out though. That's what's
every
crazy.
week. If anybody of y'all out there watch the basement yard, y'all peep. Every week we talk about something, and next week they talk about it, or at least a couple months down the line they talk about it, and I'll be confused though.
They're like,
And
we
then-
gotta separate this because we can't make it seem like it.
And then like, I know Mark doesn't really watch the basement yard, but I know you do. I completely.
He still didn't reply to me. I
Did
said,
you read it?
I said, do you know who I am? And I said, let me know now.
You sound like somebody who has like a lawyer father. You know who I am? My dad's the vice president assistant of the chairman.
They gotta also have a list.
So Danny had blonde tips. When the fuck did that happen? We're talking about it. Yeah.
So every time like I hear them have like discussion about something, and I'll see Joe's stance, and I'm like, yo, that's something I would say, and then Daniel say, I'm like, that's something Quinn would say. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then he got the hair too.
So if you guys don't know so obviously you don't know what we're talking about, but a podcast, the Basement Yard, talk about it all the time. We use some of their ideas. Apparently they use some of our ideas. But they don't know we exist. Whatever. What's up, Joe? What's up, Danny? Motherfuckers.
Just looking around.
Hey, get your feet off the table. Like, oh shit.
We're right behind you.
So, Vic sent me the video of the discussion they were having on their podcast, which might sound quite familiar to you, and it was Danny asking Joe, have you ever thought of tasting your pee? And then he's like, have you ever thought of tasting your jizz? And
we had the discussion, and then what else? We like just other topics that we brought up before.
It was like so far back that like we can't find it because
it would just be like, or like we talked about what's the show that you were watching? That we were in the barbershop, Abducted in Plain Sight. That we talked about that, and then a week later they talked about it. Which that video did extreme, like it. First, it climbed up to our most popular video. Like,
but that's not these two things aren't the only things we've noticed this way before. Like, and I honestly think it started when I started tweeting at Danny. No bullshit. No, this is not no conspiracy theory, dog. when I was tweeting at Danny and I told this boy to watch my shit, I even DM'd him on Instagram, say watch the podcast. You don't have to. It'll just be nice to you. Like, I wasn't like trying to ask for a shout out. I was like, just take a look at it and then let me know what you think about it.
You watched it already.
That was like almost a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Ever since then,
I swear to God,
we've
literally been like
10
different
different topics where like it was just like, yo, we talked about that literally last week.
Dog, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
We just gotta catch them. You gotta catch them.
Listen, man.
That's what I told him. I was like, we gotta get like a screenshot of the dates of the uploads, and then just kind of like go from that.
Or we just do, instead of we posting this one next week, we do another recording and post a different one. See if it catches up.
We record.
So you know what this is gonna be? The minute clip on Instagram is gonna be us accusing them, and then we gotta like act them a bunch of times.
But
see if they notice.
like Joe's gonna be like, yo, I don't know
who the fuck are these guys? We're gonna be the next podcast. Their next topic is gonna be like, so we got some Philadelphia dudes fucking blaming.
They swear.
Joe also thinks like Philadelphia is like
their stuff.
Farm town. Like he thinks anything other than New York is like farm and like country.
Sure, right next to
I don't know where the fuck these guys are from, Kansas or
Kansas, Dakota, where the fuck, Philadelphia, same shit.
Sounds like Bill Burr. It's like Bill Burr just doesn't fuck with us.
We've heckled him like 3 different times, that's why.
I wanna fight him, low key.
He's so funny.
I know, but I just wanna fight him. Like, cause he's like, he came at us for like being obsessed with Rocky, right?
Yeah, he did a whole like he had a clock on how long his set was supposed to be. He's like, I got 15 minutes and I intend on roasting Philly for the last 15 minutes that I'm up here, and he did now. So you gotta see that video. It's so funny.
Yo, everybody was booing him. That's when everybody was booing him, right?
Yeah, this was back in the day when like McNabb still played for us. He's like, I hope McNabb tears both his ACLs. Like, he's like, you and your Ben Franklin bridge. He just starts saying anything.
Yo.
Alright.
He gets angry.
I think we talked about it before, but it's just so funny.
Alright.
That's what
that one, I guess.
Like, I would be heartbroken if I watched something with Chris D'Elia and he talked shit about Philly. I'd be like, damn, bro. Damn, bro. And I just like was supporting you.
The whole we've been through.
Like, yo, so did y'all not see this shit I posted on IG when Chris D'Elia was like, because this woman was talking about how
This woman
was talking about how like if a guy farts in front of a woman, it's like being oppressive or some shit like that, right?
Oppressive?
Yeah, like it's basically saying like it was some crazy. It was like
I've heard this argument before, but continue.
Yeah, it was like some crazy thing, and Chris was like, "Yo, you're like one of those fake feminists who make feminists seem bad."
Like,
because feminists are. He's like feminists are a good thing.
They're the ones that people like complain about, really,
right?
Not think the legit ones,
right? Because they want to be like, "Oh, you open a door for me, I can open the door for myself." It's like, first of all,
I'm just being a nice person,
right? I would have held the door for anybody, like. So those are the type of people who like, he's like, what the fuck? So the chick was like, if guy farts, it's some crazy mumbo jumbo. He's like, hey, lady, have you heard women? He's like, women.
Have you ever met women?
Yeah, he's like, have you ever met women? He's like, their farts are fucking crazy. He's like, I was dating this one chick who fucking blasts them harder than me, and then he was like, her shit would be like, he's like, broadly, I thought, yo, it had me rolling. And then he was like, I thought her fart was about to, I thought she was about to fart out a frog. I was gonna be like, hello, my baby, hello, mommy, hello, my nighttime gal. No. That shit, but then
some females be letting them hit.
Yo. Yo,
let's not get him in trouble.
Say it.
Oh, I don't care.
Say it.
It's bad to the point where I have to. Like I'm
talk about your troubles, Mark. We're here for you.
She's not saying
torture your soul.
Yo, it's like
she can't hurt you here.
It's just nonstop. It's like I let her get comfortable. But then she just took that to the extreme where it's like anywhere, any place, it's like, yo, just chill out. Like
I was on the phone with him or her. They're both in a car, and she let one rip. And Mike was putting the windows down, arguing. She like put the phone. It doesn't sting. And I'm just looking at the ceiling. He's like, it does. She's like, it doesn't. Are you putting no windows? I was like, it me, so I'm like, okay.
Oh, he had you up at the ceiling?
Yeah, it was, I think she did, and it was just like this. Oh, it was when his phone died. And we were doing the podcast that day, yeah. It does this thing! I was like, oh my god.
It sounds like Mikey!
Mikey!
Yo, I couldn't, man. Like, it's like that. That's what I mean. Like, it keeps going. And she says it doesn't stink. But I'm like, how am I supposed to know that?
How you gonna tell me?
Exactly.
No, yo, my mom be letting them rip too, and them dogs be balling. I'm like, Ma, yo, cause she don't spray, yo. She don't. She let it sit and marinate in the air. I'm breathing this shit in. I'm getting fucking dookie particles in my nose and all that.
You know what I used to be bad with that? When I was like younger in the car, like I used to go drive to school, like my family, and like I would just like they'd be silent, so I just let them chill, and I would just wait for them to notice.
I used to do that sometimes.
And then I see somebody like, yo, who farted?
I don't do that shit no more, bro. My shits are too bad, bro. I don't. That's
I remember one time, I think this was like when I first got my license, and we was like all in the car, and it was like during the winter, and I had the heat on. And I remember you did it once, and we all was trying not to let the heat out, but you let a crazy ass joint. So we was all in there like,
listen.
Yo, my dad is drawn with that. But the worst part is that like he'll do it, but he won't put the window down immediately. He'll let it sit there and wait for somebody to say something, then be like, oh my bad. I'm like, listen.
he hopes it because like somehow like
Marking can contest to this, but I fucking let him rip when I'm sleeping, dog. Yo, when I was really rocking in my sleep, I was busting that.
He was blowing the air to
Yeah. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I don't know what it is, when I'm laying down on my side, my stomach just be like...
all that weight just be shit.
My jaws would just be building up like coming high and this shit, and then that shit go, yo, dog. But I don't do that no more, but I used to when I was a young boy, what you did. That shit used to be funny. Yo, you used to fart and not say nothing, and you see everybody, what was that?
Then we had one of the minivans with like heated seats up front, so I'd be up front.
Yo, I was cooking.
What the game is to see who, like, look at everybody's face, just see who notices.
That's what I was saying.
Just like,
and it usually be my sister who would sit like directly behind me in the back.
Yo, if I got somebody to gag, bro, I would die, bro. I would crack the fuck up. My dad used to get mad at me because one time, I think I mentioned this to y'all. No, my dad, no, my mom. You said what you said? You said he or he?
I said he'd probably be ready.
Oh, I think you said she. One time, my nephew, my first nephew, he was probably like 4 here. We was in the back seat. It was me, my nephew, my sister. We was driving, come over to the movies. Yo, I let one rip. My nephew.
He smelled it.
He was like, that little baby hood. He did a little baby gag. Bro,
He did a baby hood.
a baby hood. Oh, bro, I lost it. My dad got mad as shit. Yo, was ready to beat my ass. Like, this shit not fucking funny.
That's funny. A baby hood. I never seen that before.
You never heard a baby gag, bro? But I did. That shit was funny, dog. Yo, you like, I deserve like a medal or something.
For making the baby hood?
Yeah.
that's only one thing. You can only do that in one lifetime.
Where can they find you, Q?
Oh, it's that time already?
Yeah, it's 39 minutes.
Find me on Instagram and Twitter, etc. Also on twitch.tv /etc. Mark, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Mark. Yes.
Go ahead. I was just gonna mention that Target gave me a welcome to Target bag. I got a Death Note.
What was that say?
This is bullseye.
I got a Death Note.
As soon as you write it, all you hear is bullseye.
Yeah.
Kill this person.
Find me on Instagram.
Smell this though.
Victor Rivera _ That's really good.
What if it didn't smell like apples? I'll be
That's like ass.
It's not my Instagram. My Instagram
Right?
is Dagger Vic. My Instagram and the etc. stuff is real. etc. Email is real.etc@gmail.com. That smells like appeals. And we love y'all. See you next week.
Could you imagine?